Hello YouTubers, this is MediaShinobi. We got Jan here and yeah, just Jan.
Yeah, I'm a little lonely.
Chris is gone at the moment. He's probably, being eaten by his poodle. Alright, we're gonna bring you a review of Sword Art Online episode 10, The Crimson Killing Intent.
So the anime starts, Heathcliff and Kirito are finally battling. Kirito is having trouble fighting against Heathcliff because he's pretty strong. I mean, he's the commander of the entire guild, right? Blood of Oath. He was pretty much holding off his own, but Kirito started to get serious, and that was pushing Heathcliff into a corner. However, Heathcliff started to finally activate his divine sword against his dual-wielding ability. It apparently makes your attack and defense super strong. It's an OP power. Kirito managed to get in between his defenses by just attacking relentlessly. For some odd reason, when he was about to land the final blow, like his shield shifted to the side, which he was able to block it, and then he made the final blow on Kirito, making Kirito lose. And this was pretty interesting. That dramatic pause, it was a little suspicious because I was like, whoa, what's going on there? I think he might be hacking or something.
Kirito noticed it also. Like, he looked at it like, what?
Yeah, he had like a WTF moment. And because Kirito lost, that means he's now part of the guild Blood of Oath. And he now has a new wardrobe. It's a white cloak with like red lining around. I prefer his black one, but that's just my personal taste. Asuna doesn't think it's that big of a deal at that particular moment just because they were having a casual conversation. But after that, she asked why is he having such a problem with being in guilds or just being friends with people in general. And this is the part where he explains with a backstory, which was shown in a previous episode. I forgot what episode. It was the one with Saichi. He pretty much described how he was in a guild for a brief moment. It was the Moonlit Black Cats.
Yeah.
And it was a group of like 6 or 7 people with Saichi in it. He actually did like the feeling of being in a guild and being in such a relaxing atmosphere. However, it was because of him in his mind that he felt like he was responsible for the death of literally everybody in that guild. And because of that, he kind of swore off not to be in a guild ever again. After listening to the story, Asuna is like, worried about Kirito. And then she goes in to like hug, kiss him. I don't know, something like that. I thought she was going in for a kiss, but apparently it was just a hug. And then there was a slight cut scene where it went to his hand and it was like...
hesitating.
Now, that might mean something, apparently, and it does, which is revealed later on in the episode. But after that, a new character comes into play. His name is Godfrey. And he pretty much states to Kirito like, hey, let's go on a training party. I want to evaluate your skills. Now, Asuna defends Kirito saying like, Kirito's stronger than you, why does he need to do this? But, he looks like a happy-go-lucky guy, so Kirito just pretty much reluctantly went with the idea. So then a cutscene happens, and now they appeared outside the town. Godfrey, Kirito then meets the third person who is a reluctant character called Kuradil.
Called the Kuradil?
The Kuradil.
He is Kuradil.
Yeah. He looks very hesitant, very ashamed, and he apologized to Kirito for his sudden outbreak from the previous episodes. And then Kirito, questionably forgives him. However, at this point, it's a little weird, like just those three going alone in a training party. What was more weird is the orange-haired dude, Godfrey. He requested, hey, give me your transportation crystals, and I thought that was weird just because shouldn't they be on them at all times just in case of any danger?
So they're traveling in this like ravine type cliff thingy. That didn't make sense, but go with it. Godfrey decides, let's take a break, and throws this sack of food to both the characters. As Kirito looks at it, he gets like this fantasy image of Asuna and like a sandwich, like, yeah, she made that sandwich for me. But then, he finds out to realize it's just a weird loaf of bread. So as soon as he, takes a drink of the water type deal,
potion thing,
he sees, Kuradil just grinning in the corner. And then he found out too late, both Godfrey and Kirito have been paralyzed, because he spiked the drink. He reveals that he is part of the Laughing Coffin Guild.
Yep.
And, he's just, like, brutally torturing Godfrey until his health is, like, gone.
It was very sadistic.
His player green thingy, it turned yellow. Pretty sure it's gonna turn red when he killed him. And then he moved on to Kirito, you know, stabbing him slowly in the arm, in the leg. I mean, it was just like
pure torture. That was horrible.
He wanted to make Kirito like suffer and like make him scream, but Kirito, like, he was strong. He's like, no. But then he gets a flashback to when he was with the previous guild and with Saichi, and he's like, no, I gotta fight this. Just when Kurodil, I hate that name.
I hate the name too.
Just when he's about to finish Kirito, Asuna rushes in and saves him, fends off Kurodil, and he's on the floor like, yeah, I'm sorry, please, I don't want to die. That whole thing. She revives Kirito as he's recovering. The deal guy sneak attack Asuna, and then this is where Kirito steps in and like get his arm or hand chopped off. He uses like this like super energy force dragon punch and like Shoryuken deal guy to his death.
It didn't even have a name. He just did it. I was like, wow.
You can do it with any weapon, even your fist.
Oh, really?
That charge. You know how they charge
the charge move? Oh, yeah. Okay. I didn't know that.
Just could do it with their hand also. So he kills Kurodil, and then he turned into a yellow player. I think he's just temporary.
Yeah. Or wouldn't it be a red player?
Or a red player, yeah.
He literally killed another player.
They don't really dive into it, I mean...
Yeah, they didn't show it at all, so I was like, oh, okay.
And then after that, you know, they end up at a... I don't know, where did they go?
After that was when Asuna was like, oh, you know, maybe I should stay away from you, Kirito, just because I'm causing you harm, apparently, wherever I go. But then he, like, turns around and just, like, makes out with her. It's really romantic. It really was.
In a weird way.
In a weird way as a response to, yeah, I should probably leave you. But, yeah, you know, it works for character development. He states the fact that, hey, I'll protect you forever, and I'll make sure that you get out of this game and return to your body.
Happily ever after. Kirito says, I like to spend the night with you. And, you know, yeah. Asuna, you know, she's like, emotions racing through her mind and whatnot. They end up having dinner at her house. You know, everything's going fine. And then she's like, okay, I'm ready.
I'm ready.
And then she turns off the lights and undresses herself. I was like, okay.
Wow. Okay.
Kirito was surprised because he's like, I'm able to sleep in the same room with you.
That's all I meant. And then Asuna, like, having a WTF moment. She basically just, like, got angry and just, like, I think punched or...
Yeah, charged
towards Kirito and to attack him, and then cutscene right there.
Yeah, we see her in a bed, presumably undressed for some reason, and then Kirito just sitting on the side.
On her bed.
Yeah, so you can assume what you want.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the same thing.
Let your imagination roam free, because I thought the same thing too.
And at this point, you know, they're like, yeah, let's protect each other, stay together forever, and then, you know, Kirito's like, let's get married. I know there's a house on the lower floor next to the lake. In
a tiny little village, and we'll live together momentarily to take a break from the front line. She says yes, and that's where it ends. Right?
Yeah.
This episode was nice. I thought so too.
It's random.
It was pretty random, especially for
fight
Asuna.
Scene, to random training, to random dying, to random kissing, random babies.
This episode was pretty good. I thought the battle between Heathcliff and Kirito was going to be a little bit longer. It ended pretty short, especially for something as epic, because that, like, for a span of, like, say 30 seconds, they were just, like, attacking ferociously against each other with swords flinging everywhere and sparks everywhere. Yeah, it ended pretty quick. It ended in the first 5 minutes of the episode, so that could have been a little longer, but, you know, I pretty much assumed he was going to lose just because he looked very strong.
That hack or that pause.
That pause thing was very interesting. I do think it's a hack or something of that caliber. Simply because that was weird. Do you have an explanation? Because I don't.
I think it is a hack or some sort of ability. If you guys don't know, the creators of Sword Art Online are also the creators of Excel World.
World. Which I watched too.
Maybe they did like a crossover, like real quick. Brain burst.
The romance was actually pretty prominent in this episode between Asuna and Kirito. And they show how they complement with each other and how they're going to be together and, you know, all that stuff. So that was pretty nice to see. Next episode, I didn't see the preview, but I'm looking forward to the next.
It's probably like the guild trying to hunt them down or something.
Oh, take her back.
Yeah.
And him as well, since he's part of the guild now.
Or yeah, something like that.
Yeah, that I could see that. That's pretty much it. This is the end of the video. Don't forget to check out our previous episodes on my right side, if I got that right.
Wouldn't it be on the left?
Or on my left. You know, however it is, you get my point. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe.
Yes, as you hear, this is the train of death that keeps interrupting us.
Every 5 minutes, which is annoying. But yeah, you get the point. So this is pretty much it. This is MediaShinobi signing out. Bye.